Right, here we go. Welcome to week 13. Unlucky for some, lucky for me. Right, first things first. I have to be completely honest with you. I'm still feeling a bit fucked actually after after this week. It was it was hard. It was very hard, but good, right? My legs, my poor legs, they're feeling a bit sore today. Today's Sunday, right? So it's the end of the week, and yeah. Let's get into the. We'll do there's a few things. I need to just quickly do like a summary of the progress so far, which stage I'm at. I need to update the Excel table, and then talk about yesterday's test. Yes, so let's get into it, right? Okay, so this is just to recap. This is the training program that I'm following. Right, is lasting for 8 weeks. Okay, and then repeat until complete. Let's just say that. So currently, week 3 of the training program. So there was a fatigue test that I did yesterday, 90% of my ceiling, which equates to 162 kilometers each day. Okay, so that's where I'm at. That's the end of this week that I'm on, and then next week will be a deload week, right? Right, so this is this is the Excel. I told you, right? So we have the distance for this week, the target, and there we go. Everything's positive. Everything is positive. All the numbers are in the positive. All the numbers, yeah. I'm just talking shit now. So we can mark this as green. Let's go, and then we can proceed on to week 4. What was interesting, right, is you look at the difference, right, between the what I did and the target. 0 point something, right? Previous weeks, I mean, even at 150, there was whole number positives, right? And then obviously, like, you get tired and it starts to drop off, right? The same thing happened this week as well. During this week in week 1, so it's getting closer. It's getting closer to the target. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Whereas previous weeks there was quite a difference. This one, it's getting closer, right? So I wonder what's going to happen during this week. Friday was I basically worked for half a day, and then went on a ride around London. I was celebrating way too much. It literally I think it was about 11 o'clock. I just thought, you know what, fuck this, I'm just going to ride. And the reason why my average speed is like quite higher than the rest of the week, because I wasn't stopping to pick up any jobs. Like 13 on that, and then you've got quite a high spread there. But that's most important. Everything's in the green. Move on to week 4, right? So that's that's the context of where I am at the minute, right? So each day this week was 162 kilometers, right? Monday to Friday. By Thursday, yeah, my legs were feeling a bit tight, right? Even when I was riding, it just felt like heavy. Friday was hard, but it was the end of the week, right? So I was kind of celebrating a bit, and then yeah, and then the fucking test yesterday. So the test itself, right, is going to be fatigue resistance is the name of the test. Now it's going to be different for everyone. There's no one standard that fits all. Okay, because we all have different abilities, right? Even myself, when I'm going through this process, the conditions of the test will change, right? So currently, for me, so I ride for 3 hours. 3 hours at, excuse me, 3 hours at 150 to 190 watts. Okay, looking at 80 to 95 RPM, and then as soon as you hit the 3 hour minute, second, even as soon as it turns to 3 hours, push. So jump up to 212 to 250 watts. Excuse me again. 212 to 250 watts. Okay, so that's immediately after the 3 hours of riding 150, 190, jump up, right? The cadence is going to be more or less the same, 85 to 95, right? Revolutions per minute. And this push, right, should last for 30 minutes, okay? The thing is, right, for myself, the conditions that I'm participating in this test is going to be different, right? Because I'm not doing this with like fresh legs. So the goal for me is basically how long can I survive, right? That 30 minutes. I like to call it the quitter's funeral, right? Because there will be a time when I can complete it. I just need to keep pushing, right? So my last test was on the my last fatigue resistance test was on the 13th of December 2025, right? And yesterday was the 21st of February 26. So there's a good like 8 weeks in between the two tests, right? So yeah, I've got some pretty graphs. Let's go. Didn't I tell you they were pretty? So we've got the power output on the right, and then the time on the bottom axis, right? On the right, on the left. I told you I wasn't feeling too good today. I'm not feeling too good today. So we've got the previous test is in the blue, and then the current test is in the orange. Okay. So like I said, 150, 190 should be the range for the first part of the test, lasting for 3 hours, and then jump up. What did I say? 212 something to 250 something. So yeah, I mean, I was a bit keen
in the last one. No wonder, no wonder I didn't fucking last too long. I was pushing way too much. Jesus Christ. Um, and then the end. Yeah, that bit. That was that. My legs. Honestly speaking, like, I was fine. I was fine during this stage. Okay. Um, Obviously there's moments when you when you start like arguing with yourself, right? This for anyone that's done this, right? You know what I'm saying. You're feeling fine, but mentally you want to stop. So you have to shout, keep fucking going, like a proper lunatic. Um, so I felt fine physically, and then as soon as I jumped up, my legs were just they were screaming at me saying stop. What the fuck are you doing? um until it got to this part, um and my legs just they wouldn't move. They really they wouldn't move when I when I when I stopped. I honestly I didn't know whether I was going to pass out or throw up. It was it was really really quite interesting. But the next one, this is the heart rate. this, this is what makes it really quite interesting. Is the so again the same. We've got the heart rate on the left, time on the bottom, same colours. Previous test in blue, current test in orange, right? Um, Immediately, right away, my heart rate is lower than the previous test. I mean, until about here, like the first hour, I was below the previous, and then it kind of runs a bit parallel, doesn't it? Even towards the end of the third hour, there's the spike. Well, there's the increase, yeah, and then it starts going up. But I think I was about 140 at this stage, which is like way below my maximum anyway. Um, you can see my keenness there. Um, yeah, so way below my maximum. But the feeling the feeling that you get, although your heart rate isn't um, to its limit, the the physical feeling is that you are at your limit. Yeah, that's the thing. Um, yeah, no, it's a really really cool experience to go through. So just a quick table to cap this off. Um, so time in decimals. I was close to. I was really wanting to get to 3 hours 15 minutes. But yeah, no, I couldn't. I could not physically could not do it. Um, so the power output uh, is considerably higher recently, and heart rate is slightly lower. So yeah, it's good. That was a good test, right? So yeah, basically overall riding for longer. Yeah, although we're only talking minutes here. Yeah, but still a win is a win, right? Um, Riding longer, higher power output, like 20 watts over a 3 hour test. Uh, a 20 watt increase is actually, I'm very impressed with that. Very impressed, like, with myself. Fucking hell. It's really cool. And the riding longer at a higher output, higher power output, with a slightly lower heart rate is that's really cool. It shows that the progress, not the progress, the process that I'm on is really working. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with that, actually. Not just in my own abilities, but heading in the right direction with this process. So next week, enough about myself. Fucking hell. Next week, right? Next week is something I really need, is recovery, active recovery. Okay, so each day is going to be reduced. Was it like 60% of my ceiling? 108 kilometers each day. So less, and I'm looking forward to it. My body needs a bit of a break, right? And this is what I was saying last week as well, is how I remember trying to wanting to ride to 100 kilometers. That was a big milestone for me, and now it's something that it's a distance that I use to recover, right? So that's how things change. Although I'm doing less, although the distance is less, right, I still need to let my body repair itself, because I've asked a lot of it these last 3 weeks of this process, this cycle, stage, whatever term you want to use. It's been demanding. Okay, even this week, weighed myself. I always weigh myself on Sunday, right? And this week I've dropped like a kilo. Okay, so nutrition is really important. I don't want to end up like kind of crashing, physically crashing, metabolically crashing, shall I say, midway through next week, because it's happened before, right? Where I was under fueling, and just fatigue sets in, and you cannot do anything. Doesn't matter what it is. You can't do it, right? So nutrition is going to be really important this week. Also next week, hip hooray, there's going to be another test, a threshold test, right? So a 20-minute ride in zone 4, and see what kind of power output I can give. Comparison is the key. Always comparing myself. So I've got my last threshold test, and I'll probably do it on the Friday, actually, give myself the whole weekend to recover. So yeah, the last, I'll compare the last threshold test to what I do on Friday. Measuring yourself against previous performance, it's it's the only way to win, right? That's it. Yeah, there we go. Let's have it, right?